Good afternoon, all of you once again. Today we are going to start. Today we are going to start a writing topic. A topic from the writing section. It's very important and a scoring topic. The name of the topic is Pressy writing. Don't call it Pressy writing. In Punjabi it is Pressy, but in English it is Pressy. Pressy writing. Don't call it Pressy's writing. S will be silent here. Pressy writing. The spellings will be different from pronunciation. Pressy writing. So children, as the name indicates, Pressy, the word Pressy is made from precise. Precise mean brief. These days, people don't have much time, especially in the offices. In the business world, we don't have so much time to read so big articles, long articles. So we have to find out some way. We have to find out the gist of something, the summary of something, the main idea in the paragraph or main idea in the article. So that's why this thing is there, uh, called Pressy writing. Pressy is made from the word precise. Precise means brief. Brief or short or summarize, or you can say main points. Usually, what happens in Pressy writing, one long paragraph will be given to us, and we have to find out the main idea. What is actually there in the Pressy? What is actually there in the passage? So passage will be converted into 1/3 length. Suppose if there are 150 words in a Pressy, approximately 45 to 55 words will be there to write Pressy. I hope the meaning of the Pressy is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Children, I have already shared the PDF of this topic with you. You can see all the things written there. Today we will only discuss. I will not write so many things. We will only discuss. So Pressy is a brief summary or gist or the main theme of a passage in few words. Today I will teach you some points which are to be kept in mind while making the Pressy. Shweta, please stop the video. I will take a break for 5 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So children, Pressy is a short form of a paragraph. I mean, the main ideas will be there. The main information, the general information which is there in the passage or in the paragraph will be there. Only the main points will be included. The examples or the illustrations or the things which are there to support the main point will not be there. Whenever we are summarizing something, whenever we are making a Pressy of something, some main ideas will be there in a paragraph. And to support that main idea, some illustrations, some demonstrations, some examples, some more facts are included. So when we are making a Pressy, we will delete all these things. Let's start with the points. This is the definition of Pressy. Now we are going to start with the points. Now we are going to start with the points to be kept in mind while making Pressy. Whenever we are making Pressy, I have seen some children. Last year, I was quite upset with the children when I was checking the Pressy of the children. What they do, they take first line randomly. They take first line, then randomly they take any line from the middle of the passage, then they take the last line. Or maybe they take any other line randomly and they write it as a précis. Children, this is not précis. Précis writing, in précis writing, you have to use your own words. You have to use your, of course, you will not add any point on your own, but you will change the language. You will change the language and write it in your own words. The main point will be written in your own words. But the thing is, you have to shrink the passage. You have to brief the passage. You have to cut short the passage.
Sir, just like
Usually, if the
we
passage is,
change the complex to simple.
yes, yes, that is a good idea. That is the best way to cut the things. Keep the main points, but don't add anything on your own, because you are already precising the things. If you want to add something, then obviously the length of précis will increase. We don't want to increase the length of précis. We want to decrease. We want to decrease the length of the paragraph. And when we decrease the length of the paragraph to 1/3, that is called précis. Okay, let's start with the points. Children, the first thing is, when you get a précis, the first thing is you have to read the passage carefully. This is the first reading. So what will you do? What will you do? Read the passage carefully. First of all, read the passage carefully. To grasp the exact meaning. Children, this is the first point. Whenever you are making a précis, whenever you are trying to make a précis of any paragraph, your first duty is to read the passage carefully. Children, don't try to understand each and every word of the passage. Just try to understand the main idea in the passage. You will see the writer can many things. You have to see. For example, the writer can describe any character. The writer can describe any place, or the writer can describe any problem. The writer can describe any story. So you have to take the general view. You have to take the general idea. What is the paragraph all about? Suppose the writer is talking about unemployment. So you will see what is there in the paragraph. The general idea of the paragraph will be that the writer is talking about unemployment. He must be talking about the meaning of unemployment, the causes or the reasons of unemployment, or maybe he must be talking about the ways how you can tackle the problem of unemployment, or the problem of corruption can be there, pollution can be there. The writer can describe any character also. The writer can describe an imaginary story. So anything can be there. So what is there in the first point? In the first point, you will take the general idea. What is the passage all about? You will read the passage carefully, but don't try to focus on each and every word. Right? Meaning of each and every word is not important. What is more important? General idea. What is the passage all about? So this is the first point. Now you have already read the passage. You come to know what is the passage all about. Whether the passage is about unemployment, corruption, pollution, or story or character, you come to know. Then what is your second thing? Second point. The second point is think of some significant word. Think of some significant word. Think of some significant word or phrase that sums up the main subject of the main subject of the passage. this will be the title of. So children, second point, after you have read the paragraph, you come to know what is the passage all about. Suppose the passage is about unemployment, then what will you do? You will have one word, or you can have one phrase, or you can have a small line also having 3-4 words. That will become the title of the précis. Children, in précis writing, if the précis writing is for 5 marks, 1 mark will be for title, 4 mark will be for your précis. Whether the question is there, I mean, make the précis of the following passage. Whether the question is like this, or the question can be like this also. Make a précis of the following passage and give it a suitable title. Whether the suitable title is asked or not, you have to write the title also. Whether the title is asked or not, you have to give the title to the précis. So the first point will be to give the title to the passage. And how will you give the title to the passage? When you read the passage carefully. When you do the reading of the passage, you will come to know what is the passage all about. And on the basis of that, you will find some suitable title for the précis. So this is the second point. First point is read the passage. Then second point is give the title to the passage. Title should be catchy. Title should be such from where the whole idea is clear. Because when children, when you write the précis will be written according to the title only. If you are writing the title unemployment, then in précis also you will talk about unemployment only. It is not like this that in the title you are using the word unemployment, and when you are writing the précis you are talking about corruption or other things. Whatever the title is, the précis will also be like that only. So I hope the first 2 points are clear to you.
Yes, sir.
Now we are going to have third point. Children, in third point, what is the third thing? Now you will start reading the passage again. This time read the passage sentence by sentence. Sentence again, don't try to carefully. Read the passage carefully, sentence by sentence, not word by word, not word by word, sentence by sentence. And word by word. When I say not word by word, it does not mean you will leave the words, you will not focus on the words. Try to see the overall idea, not specific idea. Read the passage carefully, sentence by sentence and word by word, and underline the important or essential ideas. Here, leave the examples. Leave the examples. This is the third point. This is the third point. In the first point, we read the passage to have the overall idea. Then second point, we will give some title to the passage, I mean to the précis. Then in the third point, we will read the passage again and underline the main points, only the main points. Children, whenever you are making a précis, in the passage, you will see that there are only 2 or 3 main points, not more than that, right? Rest will be the examples only, or other lines will be to support the main points. So you have to underline only the main points. This is the third point. Now you have underlined the main points. What is the fourth point? Now fourth point is counting. Count the number of words. Count the number of words of the original passage. This is very important, of the original passage, because when you are making the précis, when you are writing the précis at the end of the précis, you have to mention how many words are there in the original passage and how many words are there in the précis, because the examiner will not have so much time to count your words. He will just see how many words you have written. It will not take much time. Counting of the words will not take much time. So this is the fourth point. Count the, why we need to count the words, so that we come to know how much précis we need. For example, if there are 150 words, if we don't count, there you can guess the number of words as a wrong counting also. So you have to count the number of words in the passage so that you come to know the exact number of the précis, right? If you know that the passage is for 150 words, then you are sure that you have to make the passage between 45 to 55 words, maximum 60 words, not more than that, and not less than 40, not less than 40 and not more than 60. The ideal
Okay, sir.
length will be 50 to 52 words. Yes.
Meeting will end in 3 minutes.
Okay, okay, don't worry.
Yes, sir.
So count the number of words of the original passage, write the précis, then what will you do? Write the précis in 1/3 length. 1/3 length. What will you do in this 1/3 length? Describing the main points only. Now in this 1/3 length, you will describe the main points, main underlined. You remember? In third point, you have underlined some main points. Now in fourth, what will you do? You will describe those underlined points only, but you will use your own language and you will write it in 1/3 length. Main underlined points only. This is the fourth point. Children will continue with the next point in the next class. This is the end of the class.